Europe completely stole my heart, not just because of the famous landmarks, but because of the moments I never expected, like shark cage diving in Barcelona, and eating chimney cakes at the Christmas market, or standing at the top of a country most people never heard of. These are 18 unforgettable experiences that completely changed how I see Europe. And if you're new here, I'm Tiffany. My husband James and I started traveling to check a few things off my late son Braedon's bucket list, and it completely changed the direction of our lives. So today I'm taking you along to some of the most incredible experiences we've had traveling across Europe. Europe has a way of slowing you down in the best possible way. You notice the details. The smell of fresh bread from the bakery, church bells echoing through medieval towns, and every once in a while, you stumble into a moment you'll never forget. Let's start with one that absolutely terrified me. Number 1, shark cage diving in Barcelona. For travelers who crave adrenaline, Barcelona's aquarium offers the chance to step inside a shark cage and come face to face with some of the ocean's most powerful predators. Normally, this would not be my kind of experience. It was actually on my son Braedon's bucket list though, so I had to check it off for him. But I'm not gonna lie, I was absolutely terrified. I don't particularly like sharks and I have a deep-rooted fear of water. But it ended up being one of the coolest things I've ever done. Sometimes the experiences that scare us the most become the most memorable, and they make the best stories too. And while that might be the scariest thing I've ever done while traveling, this next one might be the most magical. Europe in December feels like stepping inside a holiday storybook. Twinkling lights, the beautifully decorated trees, streets, and booths, the smell of cinnamon and roasted chestnuts, sausages, langos, giant pretzels the size of your head, warm chimney cakes, and of course the glühwein, which if you're not careful, might lead to some questionable decisions. Just ask my husband James. The Christmas markets from Vienna to Salzburg are pure magic. And you might even see Santa playing the saxophone. But if you think that's magical, wait until you see the Eiffel Tower sparkling at night. There are a lot of ways to see the Eiffel Tower, but cruising toward it along the Seine River might be the most unforgettable. As the boat glides past historic bridges and elegant Persian buildings, the tower slowly rises into view, like the grand finale of the city. And if you time it just right, the lights begin to sparkle when you arrive. It honestly feels like a movie moment. This one felt extra magical because it's something I dreamed of since I was a little girl. Quick tip though, skip the overpriced dinner cruise and take the champagne cruise instead. You'll save money and get better food at a restaurant afterward. Or better yet, pack a picnic. Europe also has places that feel like they came straight out of a fairy tale. Hidden in the Bavarian Alps is one of the most enchanting castles in the world. It actually inspired Disney's Sleeping Beauty as well as Disney's castle logo. With its dramatic towers and mountain backdrop, it looks like something from a dream. Just make sure you book your tickets ahead of time because they do sell out fast. And also note, you do have to book your visit with a tour guide. But one of the most surreal experiences we've ever had in Europe happened under a star full of skies. Number 5, stargazing on Mount Teide. Mount Teide in Tenerife offers one of the clearest night skies on Earth. You're standing above the clouds, looking up at a sky filled with constellations with a knowledgeable tour guide and the coolest telescopes. We actually did this on our 10th wedding anniversary, and I'm not sure how we'll ever top that celebration, but we'll keep trying. Pro tip: bring warm clothes. You might be in Tenerife, but it is cold up there on the top of a mountain that's technically a volcano. Not every adventure involves epic views though. Some begin with our taste buds. Number 6, eat pastel de nata in Lisbon. Sometimes the most memorable travel moments are the simplest. In Lisbon, that moment comes in the form of a warm custard tart called pastel de nata. We kept hearing about how amazing they were when we were researching for our trip, but honestly, we kept thinking, they can't be that good. I mean, they don't really look appealing, but I promise it's not all hype. We still daydream about these delicious treats years later. Head to Pastel de Belém, and I hope I'm not brutalizing that pronunciation too much, but head there for the real experience. Expect a line though, but I'm telling you, it's worth the wait. Make sure you eat them warm with icing sugar and cinnamon sprinkled on top. This next one might be the most relaxing way to experience Europe, and it's a great way to experience multiple countries while only having to unpack once. Number 7, take an Avalon River cruise on the Danube. Few travel experiences are as relaxing and scenic as a Danube river cruise. You drift past castles, vineyards, and storybook towns, while visiting multiple countries along the way. Eat delicious food, make new friends, and see incredible places with none of the stress because everything is taken care of for you. The staff are amazing, there's plenty of wine, and you will feel like a VIP. We loved our Christmas time on the Danube River cruise so much. We booked another one just days after getting home. Reach out if you want to come with us December 2026. But if you think Europe is all about castles and river views, wait until you explore what's possibly the cutest place on Earth. Number 8, visit the oldest zoo in the world. The zoo in Vienna isn't just a zoo. It's the oldest zoo in the world still in operation. There are lions, and tigers, and bears. Oh my. But Vienna Zoo, founded in 1752, houses over 500 species, which is why it might just be the cutest place on Earth. Like, check out this guy. And this guy, who's so cute you'll think he's AI even though you're looking at him with your own 2 eyes. And look at this wackadoodle. And you can take comfort in knowing that they are highly regarded for animal welfare and conservation as well. Get tickets to Schönbrunn Palace while you're there, and you can easily spend a day or 2, if not more. This next one is for people who love old traditions and are maybe a little superstitious. Number 9, toss a coin into the Trevi Fountain. Legend says tossing 1 coin into the Trevi Fountain guarantees your return to Rome. I haven't made it back yet, but I did make it back to Italy. So maybe there's something to this ancient ritual. It may not seem like it, but this is a major attraction, so get there early to avoid massive crowds. To take part in this Roman tradition, you'll stand with your back toward the fountain. You'll toss the coin over your left shoulder with your right hand. Fun fact, the coins collected from the fountain raise over $1 million every year, and the city doesn't keep the money, it's donated to charity. So a tradition that started with a simple wish now makes a real impact on the people of Rome. But if there's one thing Italy might be even more famous for than its fountains, it's the food. And this next experience lets you become an Italian chef. Basically. But that's a story for another day. Stay tuned for part 2. As incredible as these experiences have been, some of the ones we're sharing in the second part are just as unforgettable. So if you're building your European bucket list, you're not going to want to miss it. It's linked below. These experiences aren't just about the places though. They're about the moments that remind you how much life there is to live. If you want to start planning your bucket list trip, find our link in the description.